Hi, this is Warren Carr for Blind Android Users Podcast. For episode 91, Tip of the Week, I'll be demonstrating something slightly different in Android 13. For today's demonstration, I'll be utilizing my Pixel 6 Pro with Android 13 and Talkback 13.0. For TTS speech services, I am using the Google Speech Services. About a year ago, in our Talkback highlights, I demonstrated creating folders with Talkback. In that demonstration, I showed you how you could go about removing an icon or uninstalling an app from the home screen once you invoke the Actions menu. That is slightly gone now from Android 13, even though technically it's still there, but in a different form. That is what I'm demonstrating today. I am on my home screen now and will put my finger down, and the first icon that I find, I will use that.
AlphaCast X.
I put my finger down and I heard AlphaCast X. So typically, you could either just tap here with 3 fingers or draw a line down and curve to the right, meaning invoking the Talkback menu, and in the Talkback menu, there's Actions. Alternatively, if you have, on the other hand, however, created a gesture for launching the actions, then there's no need to go through the Talkback menu and tapping on the actions to find what we're looking for. I will go through the long process of tapping with 3 fingers to invoke the Talkback menu.
Talkback menu. Actions in list.
Tapping with 3 fingers or drawing down a line and curving to the right that invokes the Talkback menu, and we're landed on Actions. I will now tap on Actions.
Actions. Shortcuts and notifications in list.
Upon tapping on Actions, we're landed on Shortcuts and Notifications. Now, if you were using some other version other than version 13 of Android, below here we will find things like Move, Remove, Uninstall, and so on. However, with Android 13, we only have the following.
Move item.
There's the Move item.
Add to home screen.
Add to home screen, even though I am on my home screen. And the last item here, of course, would be the Cancel.
Cancel button out of list.
Now the question is, where in the world is our both remove and uninstall? Well, these things are still there, but not as we have known them to be. In order to find either remove or uninstall, we will need to tap on the Move. I will now tap on Move.
Move item. Home. Add to folder. Communication out of list.
I tapped on Move, and we heard Add to Communications. What I do want to mention here in passing is that if you are doing this on a home screen too, what happens is that it would want to add it to an icon on your home screen one that is the 5th column on your home screen or 5th row. Sometimes I get those things mixed up, rows and columns. So the columns are the ones that are down, and then the rows are the ones that go from left to right. So it would like to add that to your 5th row on the first home page. Because I'm doing this from page 2, it wants to add it to my communications folder, which is found on my home screen 1. If I were doing this on a 3rd home screen, it would want to add it to my 5th row on home screen 2. I hope this makes sense. Now, the question is, where are both the remove and the uninstall? Well, the good news is that these 2 items are now found near the top of your screen. Of course, these have always been there, and for me personally, I have always simply long pressed an icon, drag it to the top left part, and let go on remove, or drag it to the top right part, and when I hear uninstall, then I simply let go. So they've always been there. But we also, besides that, we had those things in the actions menu. Now there are no more there. And so you need to remember that these things are there on the top part of your phone. And they are two oval-shaped boxes with remove to the left and uninstall to the right. I'll put my finger near the top so that you hear what I'm talking about.
Remove.
There is the remove, and moving my finger to the right, I hear
Uninstall.
uninstall. So that's how that works. Now, of course, I do not want to remove nor uninstall the app. And so the only thing I could do now is to shut off my screen and bring back my screen on, and that will be gone, or else there's no cancel. So I shut off my screen.
Screen off.
And now I'll turn my screen back on.
9:50.
And now I'll put my finger down on my fingerprint reader.
Finger device home. The voice for Android.
There we go. Now I'll go to page 3 on my home screen
Home screen 3 of 3.
and show to you what I was talking about.
GoSund.
That if I try to move an icon here, when I tap on that move, the first thing that it's going to show is to create an icon, or rather create a folder with an icon on my 5th row found on home screen 2. I'll put my finger down and see what I land my finger on.
ID Pro.
I landed on ID Pro, and this time I'm going to invoke my gesture menu, which is swiping left and right with one finger.
Actions. Shortcuts and notifications.
Now I'm going to go tap on that move.
Move item.
Move item, tap here.
Home. Create folder with Crazy Coupon Lady.
We heard create folder with Crazy Coupon Lady. And that's my 5th icon on my home screen too. And that's what I'm talking about. Now you know how to go about managing your folders, icons, or uninstalling your stuff if you move to Android 13.